Gardner's backhand shot is blocked. They clear it to the line, not out. Now Brown into the right side. Back to Brown in the slot. He's going to score!
And back at center. Here's Darryl Sutter into the Devil zone. Down the slot. Preston in tight. Shot. Score! Keith Brown. And it was a beautiful play. Rich Preston down the middle. Draws Brumwell to him. Feeds Keith Brown. Cutting in on the backhand and beats Glenn Chico Rest.
Beautiful play by Sutter and a nice dig by Brown on Rest. You're not going to see much of a much prettier play than that.
Sutter and Preston will get the assist on the play. And Brown getting his second goal of the season. And
with Lysiak, the two forwards. Pass to Lysiak, he'll turn, and he sets up Brown, walking right in on Sotard. He shoots and scores! Sotard unhappy.
Though Savard will keep it in. Sear still in front. Joining him is Larmer as Savard just does another curl in the corner and gives back for the cannon by Brown. Score!
Here's a look at the replay. Savard's going to get the puck back to Keith Brown at the point. And the slap shot. Now watch the shot come here, and it looks like it just handcuffed Ronnie Lowe a little. It was sort of hit right in the midsection and bounced down between his legs. Here's another look at the play. Savard back to Brown. Lets the shot go off the pass, and it just gets between his legs. Watch it right there. Just trickles into the net.
The power play. Keith Brown can stay healthy this year. He will definitely be a tremendous addition for all 80 games to the Blackhawks. A very talented young man. Talking about the Bruins and how well they kill penalties. Here's a stat for you. 88.9% so far this year when it comes to killing them.
Bannerman gets a chance to roam a little bit. 5 minutes left in the first period. Savard can't reach it, but Larmer is there. Goes through the legs of Milbury. Chicago in control. Brown in the slot. Save! And it's in! Peters made the initial save and then deflected it in himself.
Was that a big boat that just arrived? Well, take a look at this shot by Keith Brown. Peters had it all the way. He knocked it in himself. We'll get another look at that, hopefully. Peters coming up with an excellent save, but then, unfortunately, foiled himself. When he fell on the puck, I think that he thought it was right underneath him, but that puck, it took a real crazy nudge, actually, and ended up going over the crease.
So Keith Brown, the defenseman, scores his 4th goal in his last 3 games. Steffen stopped it in behind the goal. Greg Smith's pass hit a piece of glass. It didn't come out. The Wings were trying to work it out. Here's Ogrodnik taking it away, and Ogrodnik drove it off Seaboard, stopped at the line.
Talk about a recovery of a high puck off the glass, and then a terrific shot from the blue line. Detroit player out in front of the net. I'm not positive. But it went in high over Greg Steffen's catching glove.
He overskated the puck as he was ready to shoot. Here come the Hawks back. Olczyk over the line. Dropped it for Brown. Moving right in front. Shoots. He scores! Grant Fuhr got a piece of it, but not enough. And the Hawks back to within 2. It's 8-6, Edmonton. Last shot wins. On our score sheet.
Last shot wins. And Olczyk started out after Huddy fanned on a good attempt. Drops it to Keith Brown, who cuts in, almost loses his balance. Gets control, flips it towards the net. Fuhr got a piece of it. It eventually trickles in behind him. for the 10th goal of the second period.
How are these goaltenders going to sleep tonight? Here's the draw.
Brad, when you're going as badly as the Red Wings have gone of late, how important is that go-ahead goal in Chicago Stadium?
Oh, it's much easier to play ahead in Chicago than it is to come from behind.
Brown ties the game for Chicago. Keith Brown just put it upstairs. He climbed the ladder on Greg Steffen. We're tied at 3.
A little mix-up behind the Detroit net. The puck comes out. 2 defensemen behind the net. Now watch Keith Brown just hold the puck. Greg Steffen goes down, and he just sticks it right up under the crossbar. As pretty a goal as you're going to see anybody do.
Keith Brown playing right wing.
Take a look at the action in front of Murray Bannerman, and he's as big a part of it as anybody. He's standing behind a crowd, waiting for the shot. It comes, goes up in the air. And following that was the pop fly that Ken talked about. A Bearcats actually played in a game where the puck went up in the air in the playoffs, and Jim McKinney from Toronto was standing under it yelling "Fair catch" in the heat of battle.
North Stars clear the zone. Blackhawks back at full strength. 5:08 remaining. Third period. Troy Murray's shot goes wide, comes in front. Brown shoots and scores. Keith Brown.
The train whistle sounds here in Chicago to celebrate the Hawks' 6th goal. You know, hockey boards around the rink can be your best friend and your worst enemy, and in this particular case, they were a friend of Keith Brown and an enemy of Don Beaupre. As the puck comes off the board, Beaupre misplays it. It took a funny bounce, and Keith Brown is Johnny on the spot. I think Beaupre thought it was going to kick right at him, and it kicked between him and the net. Keith Brown just happened to be cruising in. I don't think Keith Brown expected it to be there, but he sure put it away in a big hurry.
Shot it to an open side. Now taken by Troy Murray. And the Hawks finally able to clear it out to center ice. Bounces there to Brown. Keith Brown over the line. Tees it up. The shot. He scores! Keith Brown from 45 feet. A rocket past the stick side of LaForest. 4-1 Chicago.
Just when it looked like the Hawks weren't going anywhere, they were having difficulty in their own zone. Keith Brown picked it up in the neutral zone, made a little move to his right. Came cutting in on the right wing. One-on-one with Richmond. Used Richmond and the perfect shot. What a great camera angle that is. That camera in behind the net. He looked at LaForest's vantage point. The shot just inside the goalpost. Keith Brown got all of it. Bang, in the net, and it's a 4-1 game.
Brown unassisted at 10:01.
Bukestad having a tremendous year.
We talked about him last night as being a major surprise for this club. Indeed, he has been. Scott Bukestad last year played 72 games, scored 11 goals. Now here's a shot, the Hawks score! Keith Brown from the far point, and Casey just lost it. It appeared to be right into his midsection. It hit off the heel of his glove and bounced in, and the Hawks now trail 3-1.
Well, the Hawks get a much-needed break. The draw one cleanly. Wilson kept it in. Got it over to Brown, his low shot, or waist-high shot, I should say. It wasn't screened, and just went through the legs of Casey. He just misplayed it. The Hawks get back that one goal that Bannerman blew on Graham.
Rolled it into Vive again. Vive trying to get it back. It comes back. Vive is hurt in the corner. Leading shot. Stopped by Stove. Vive, Stoll getting up. He is very groggy. Savard on a breakaway out of the penalty box, and Wendell Clark after him. And there, a save, rebound, score! Reagan made the save, but the defenseman Keith Brown followed the play and scored, and Vive hobbles over to the Leaf bench.
Well, nobody I know in this league is going to catch a guy like Dennis Savard when he gets the puck here. Wendell Clark gives it a real try. Now watch the man trailing, Savard and Clark here. He's the guy that does the damage. A nice stop. We both could have put that in.
Well, Reagan made a big play by stopping it, but unfortunately for the Leafs and Reagan, he lost his balance and fell to the ice.
falling backward. Now watch as he falls. Might have gotten that one, I don't know.
Well, neither one of us would have got to the spot to get the goal, but I think we could have put it in had we got there. But Keith Brown can really skate, as you mentioned, and he fought all the way from the red line to trail that play and ended up in the Toronto goal.
Noonan over the line to Santa Pass. Everett into the slot, feeding to Presley. The shot. Malarchuk to save. Rebound to Manson at the line. His drive. That just missed the far post. Brown holds it in. Shooting. He scores! Brown from the top of the far circle with a bullet right by the stick side of Malarchuk. 2-2.
The play started with a neat drop pass from Everett Santa Pass to Presley, who cut in on the offside. Let it go. Malarchuk made the save. The puck ended up back at the right point. Brown pinched in. Manson let one go. Deflected just wide. Keith Brown came in and just left of Malarchuk, and bang, he beat him to the far post with a bullet of a drive to tie the game. Good pressure applied by the Blackhawks, and the defense this year pitching in more, keeping the play alive.
We move late third period now, game tied at 3. Steve Ludzig wins the faceoff against Salming, and look at this goal. Keith Brown fires it home. Chicago leads 4-3.
For Graham. Maybe one pass too many there. Side of the net, Graham digging it out. Couldn't make a play though. Basson to the corner. Now Basson into the slot, put it to Brown. The long shot, tip, he scores! Keith Brown, a long-range drive, deflecting by Millen, and this game is tied at 2.
Hawks appeared to get a little too cute. Thomas tried a fancy drop pass to Graham. He kept the play alive, but Basson was able to get control of it, circle back in the far corner, take a look, get it across to Brown as he spun around by Brett Hull. To Brown, the low shot, and it hit somebody in front. I think it hit a Blues player in front. It hit Cavallini with Graham in front as well. But nevertheless, it's a 2-2 hockey game with 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the second period. Basson, the hero in game 3, comes through with a big play, and the shot deflects off Paul Cavallini and past Craig Millen with Dirk Graham in front. Well, Brown should get credit for the goal, having it deflect off Paul Cavallini and off the post as well.
That'll be Keith Brown's first goal and point of the playoffs, and third of the year overall.
That a very big goal for the Blackhawks, because St. Louis is at an edge in this second period and in this game.
Mark Perry, the linesman, not very happy with how the North Stars set up, and Ryan Prock will come in against Lemieux for the draw. In the Star zone, Prock pulled it clear. The Hawks jump it in the right corner. That is rookie Mike McNeil from the point of drive and a score.
Oh, and it hit Milas and popped in as Keith Brown unloaded from right point.
And traffic inside. It's 1-0 Chicago.
Well, Mike McNeil got that puck back to Keith Brown, and he just let fly with a harmless-looking shot. Milas just misplayed it. He didn't get his body behind the shot. You see along the left boards, the puck's going to get free from McNeil back to Brown. He slaps a rolling puck, and Milas is going to reach over for it. And as that puck's coming, it's moving a little crazily because it was standing up as he hit it. But Milas didn't have his body behind the puck. It hit the glove and just deflected into the net.
That is the first goal of the year for veteran Keith Brown of the Blackhawks.
Eddie Belfour didn't play last night for the Blackhawks. They rested him and used Dominik Hasek in Toronto, and he didn't have a whole lot to do in the Hawks' 4-2 victory over the Leafs. Casey is beaten as the Hawks open the scoring. Keith Brown from the point, and Joe, I think it changed direction somehow.
Yeah, it looked like it was deflected by someone about 20 or 30 feet in front of John Casey. And how many times, David, we talked about the importance of faceoffs, especially in your own zone. Right off the faceoff, Brent Sutter wins the draw from Gagne, comes right back to Brown. He lets go a shot right away, and Casey was fooled on it. I'm not sure if it deflected off anyone or not. It hit the North Star defenseman.
Now Peterson skate.
Ended up going right through the legs of John Casey. That's just a bad break for Casey. He was playing it with his left pad, the left glove. That just deflected off the skate of Val Peterson through Casey's legs.